Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be comparing the Pixi by Petra Liquid Fairy Lights to the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow eyeshadow, liquid eyeshadow. The Stila personally is my favorite, but I got these new Pixi by Petra ones, so I'm curious how pigmented they are. You know, I got all of them, but I'm just going to be comparing the rose gold one. Since I have this beautiful, this is next to no, see it's like a beautiful cranberry, I guess I shouldn't have said rose gold. This is a beautiful cranberry color. So the one that I think is most comparable by Pixi would be this Passion Light. So first I'll show you a swatch on my hand, and then I'm going to be swatching them on my eyes. So Stila on one eye, and then Pixi on the other. So first let me do the swatch on my hand, and then I'll zoom in so you can see the demonstration on my eyes. Off the bat, these colors are different, but I think you can still get a gist. Let's show you a swatch. So here is the Stila one. I'll do a couple swipes. There's Stila. And then here is, again, this is Passion Light by Pixi. Ooh, pretty. So off the bat, the Pixi one feels more wet, more liquidy, and more vibrant. Look at that. Is this one like dry? I'm gonna do another swatch of this one. So yeah, the Pixi one seems more wet, like more glittery, whereas the Stila one seems more of like a regular eyeshadow rather than wet, if that makes a difference. The Pixi one's definitely more glossy, whereas this one's more like matte. But now let me do the demonstration on my eyes. All right, I'm gonna have a little flat brush handy just so I can kind of smooth it out if necessary, but maybe it's not necessary. So we're gonna start with the Pixi. On my left eye, this probably looks right to you. Okay. This looks very concentrated. So you can see the glitter, very vibrant. I already have a little eyeshadow on. I'm gonna rub this in. I feel like the glitter is very glittery. I think you need to go in with a couple layers for the color to show up, because it seemed like with the first swipe it was mainly just glitter, like straight up gold glitter. So the more you go in with, then you get that beautiful passion color. Ooh, getting in my eye, that's getting in my eye, that's getting in my eye. All right, so there's the Pixi one, which is beautiful. Now let's go in with the Stila and just see like how the application initially is. Okay, this one I think is dry. I'm gonna go get another Pixi color, or another Stila. I'll be right back. All right, I got Rose Gold Retro. I'm curious if my next to note was just dry. It just seems so dry. Yeah, this one seems more wet. So I'm gonna apply Rose Gold Retro above the Passion Lights by Pixi. Okay, yeah. See, this one was dry for whatever reason. Maybe one of my kids left the lid open, I don't know. Okay, so there's a Stila one. You can see it's very wet, very metallic, beautiful, glimmery, glittery. I feel like the glitter isn't as obvious, whereas I feel like the glitter takes over for the Pixi, but it blends in more naturally with the Stila, and the Stila one's just more like sheeny and beautiful and thicker. But let's try it on the eyes and just see. Again, this is a different color, but I think we can get the gist of it. So here is one coat. Oh, and I guess a little background info. I already have primer on my eyes. I just used the Too Faced Primer Insurance. And then I have a little eyeshadow from the Makeup by Mario palette. Just a little of the gold Hollywood color, and then blended in with a little of the other gold color. I don't remember the name. And then a little tan shadow around my eyes. So I do have a little eyeshadow on. This isn't bare. I have a primer on, and we're gonna compare the two. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with another coat, just since I went in with a couple coats by the Pixi. I feel like this is a lot smoother. It feels smoother and thicker. I feel like it's a more even layer, whereas the Pixi by Petra isn't as smooth and seamless. So I just did 2 coats. Let's compare the two. I will close my eyes so you can see. Let's let the Stila dry for a minute. So look, it looks like there is some breakage on the Pixi by Petra. It creased in my crease, and I do have primer on. So this one creased, this one has not creased yet. You know, they're both very glittery, but I just feel like the glitter blends in more, whereas the glitter is like clearly separated in this and just like stands out. I just feel like the color isn't as pigmented and isn't as strong as the Stila ones. But you know, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna apply more to see if this like just keeps creasing. You can definitely build these Pixi ones up, and for the price, this is an incredible dupe. There's like 5 different colors. Here, I'll show you the swatches for all the Pixi, by the way. So this is Passion Light, which you saw. Wow. Passion Light. Sorry, this is very difficult to do because I'm not left-handed. So we got Passion Light, then we got Rose Gold. I feel like this would be a beautiful lip gloss. Rose Gold next to Passion Lights. So these are beautiful. They're more faint than the Stila. The Stila definitely packs on more, but this one keeps creasing. I think maybe if you keep going in with more layers or maybe a better primer, like the MAC Paint Pot, I feel like it would stick a little better, or even concealer. Here is Sunray, which is their gold. That's really pretty. Try that one on. I'm gonna put a little of that on just because that's so pretty. Look how pretty. Oh my goodness. I like it. You know, the Pixi one really isn't, I think the Pixi one just requires, more layers because it is thinner than the Stila, whereas the Stila only requires about 2 coats tops. The Pixi might be like 6 coats, but you can get there with it, you can. Here we have Crystalline, which is like their clear white glitter. Ooh, that could be fun in the inner eye, right? So, oh, that's fun. That's like galactic. There's like a purpley glitter in there. I'm gonna put a little of that in the inner eye. And then lastly, we have Bare Brilliance. That looks pretty. Oh, wow. That's pretty. It's like that brownie mauve. That's beautiful. I like that Bare Brilliance. So again, here's all the beautiful colors. There's 5 of them. So to recap, Bare Brilliance, Sunray, Passion Light, Rose Gold, and Crystalline. Not Christine, Crystalline, y'all. So there's just 5 of them. Look, now that they're dry, you know, they seem more dry with just glitter on top. I feel like the Stila stays kind of vibrant, like more vibrant. The Stila is just thicker. You definitely, it just packs on more. The glitter is more finely milled in there, whereas I feel like the glitter on these Pixi ones are just kind of like on top and they separate from the pigment. But the more you apply, the more I applied with the Pixi, the better it was. So see, it's not creasing anymore. I'm curious throughout the day how it separates. I'll try to wear this throughout the day. It's 11 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock right now. So I'll try to keep this on till like 8 o'clock and then show you the final product, just how it wore. I'm gonna apply some of this on this eye to even it out because I got one more video to film and I don't want my eyes uneven. So also I'm curious, you know, how this wears on top of the Stila, even though I know that is not the point to apply this on top of the Stila. I'm sure you're wondering. Point is if these Pixis are a good dupe for the Stila, and I think they are. Like, they both have good redeeming qualities, yet they both are they're different, but overall, it's a good dupe. It really is. And I think the Pixi, you just need to apply a couple more layers and then you'll get great payoff. I think for the price difference, it's worth getting the Pixi. And they have fun colors. I just feel like they dry, like really dry, whereas the Stilas are more metallic and pigmented, but you know, you get what you pay for. I do think that the Pixi by Petra Liquid Fairy Lights is an incredible dupe. Also, another observation, I feel like the Stila one is more smooth and doesn't clump up and doesn't crease. Whereas this one, I think, clumps up and just is a little more messy. So I think you need to take the time, you know, through each application and just kind of smooth it out and then apply a couple layers and then you'll get, I just feel like it clumped up a little over here and looks a little messy. And it's not as smooth looking, it's just more like choppy and the glitter is more obvious and more like crunchy looking, whereas I feel like this side it's just more smooth. But like looking at it in the mirror from here, I can't tell a difference. So I think it could be a good dupe. I think it's a good dupe. I think it's a good dupe. I'll see you in 8 hours, maybe 10, maybe 12. See you soon.